Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, was it 98 pitches by the end of the game, 7 2/3, outstanding. Got out of some jams early with some good pitches. We made some double plays. We played great defense again. The team on the field, once again, played really, really well. Speaking to your point from before the game, I was really pleased with that. But Jon really matched up well. Got into a nice little groove there after he got out of those couple moments. And then the home run, obviously, Flores hits a home run. That happens. I just didn't want him to see Cespedes again. I mean, Cespedes is really good, and that would have been the fourth time. And I thought that was the right time for Pedro, even though it didn't play that way. We got out of it. And I'd like to see Edwards in that moment. Just if he gets through that, he walks off the field. You know, third out, he walks off the field in the ninth. That's something I want him to feel. It didn't play out that way, but he still threw the ball well. And don't underestimate what a great at-bat by Rizzo. That is a fabulous at-bat. That's what you're looking for from, not everybody hit a home run, but to really grind out an at-bat, foul tough pitches off with 2 strikes, get to the next pitch, homer. I mean, I'll take a single right there, obviously, but that's what we want to be about, is that kind of 2-strike at-bat.
This is the one team probably this year that was supposed to be, a contender coming into the season.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really hadn't played well against. You talk about having a feel for some of these teams. Seeing a game like tonight, how important is that just to be able to see that kind of a feel against a team like
Yeah, and again, like I said, we don't have the full complement here right now either, but they're good. I mean, with Flores is hitting 5, he's swinging the bat well more recently, and he showed it again tonight. Cabrera, they had all their lefties on the bench. They had, Jimmy Loney was on the bench because of our left-handed pitcher. But they're really pro. I mean, the one thing I was focusing on looking at the board is there are a lot of veteran group within that group right there, veteran players that know what they're doing. So they have that going on for them. They went to the World Series last year. They have really good pitching. So they got a lot of good stuff. But feel-wise, I feel like we're right with them.
So when you see an at-bat like Rizzo's, do you have a feeling, having seen at-bats like that, where it's going after 5 foul balls?
Absolutely. That's something we talk about. When you continually frustrate a pitcher with 2 strikes, he gets to the point where he doesn't really know where am I supposed to throw this pitch. And that's where their tendency is to make a mistake. But you have to call it down mentally. You just can't go up there full throttle with 2 strikes without any kind of adjustment being made. I've always used the word adaptations. When you get to 2 strikes, you got to adapt. If you want to take that same 0-0 hack into the 2-strike approach, you come back to the bench a lot. That's why the 2-strike batting average is so low throughout the industry. I think it could climb a little bit if, in fact, you would go up there with a definitive plan with 2 strikes. Throughout, I mean, not just us, but throughout the industry.
Because that man Caesar's done, it's not easy for a young player to do all the time, is it?
No.
Like he does with sporadic stuff.
Yeah, he's done really well. He stays ready. Think about Matty. Here's a guy that he's been playing sporadically, but he's always ready. He's always engaged. There's never a pout. There's never he doesn't see his name in the lineup and he cries about it. He's not that guy. He stays ready, and he's a wonderful team player. And the football background probably helps with that a little bit. Kind of like football players playing baseball. They understand the team concept.
Just get back to Rizzo. That at bat is probably about as good as a teaching tool to your young players.
I think that's why I'm talking about it so much. They read. The minor league guys read. That's what helps you win when it comes to the latter end of the season. You're facing good pitching. Those moments occur, and if you don't have plan B to go to, you're just going to come back to the bench. Stuff's not going to happen in a positive way. It needs to be nurtured. It's an awareness moment. You could talk about it, but the guy's out there on his own little island, 40,000 people yelling, his thoughts are jumping through his head. Do you have the self-awareness to make that adjustment or not? Obviously, Riz does.
Playing kind of on the same theme, how about Albert's at bat, where he can't get down those 2 bunts, and he still
Yep.
manages to hook the ball right side and sets up the sacrifice?
That was a big play. That was a really big play right there. I was really pleased with that. He was attempting to bunt, obviously, and then he just stayed with it and just pokes it at the second baseman, exactly what you're looking for right there. And then David grinds out his at-bat with that sacrifice fly ball. That was an outstanding at-bat, too. But that's wonderful when you're young guys, like I said, aware in the moment. I need to move the baseball right here. Okay, I failed at the bunts, but don't panic. I could still hit a ground ball, and he did.
Joe, with all that Anthony does, the bat, the glove, the leadership, is there an MVP in his future, whether it's this year or down the
Oh, of course. Absolutely, he's got that. He's got that level of ability offensively, defensively, homers, driving and runs, sitting in the middle of the batting order. He's the anchor of the whole group. There's no question about it. I mentioned it before the break. He's not spoken about enough, I don't think. I mean, he's spoken about, but not nearly enough. A lot of the other guys grab attention, and Anthony just keeps doing what he does. He's almost like old news because he's like 26 going on 27. But this guy, he is the anchor of the entire group.
Last month he's been really pounding left-handed pitchers again. Do you see some adjustment that you could share that wouldn't hurt you or anyone?
Well, there is, and I don't want to, but there is. Him and Johnny talked about something. You're absolutely right. The adjustment has been made. He's a little bit freer right now versus the lefties, and he's been a lot better. Like he was. I mean, last year he was really good against lefties. I don't really worry about lefty or righty when he's on top of his game, but they did talk and they did do something. Yes.